तुमचं म्यूट करा लावा लगदिवे सर. म्यूट करा.
म्यूट करू. आता हे म्यूट करायला ऑप्शन इथं थांबा, एस्केप करू का? आणि इथं असणार आहे हेच आहे.
पहिला असेल.
सरजी, हॅलो.
हॅलो सर.
म्यूट करायला ऑप्शन इथं माझ्या ह्याच्यात.
थांबा, मी इकडून करतो 2 मिनिटं. हा, झालं सर.
If all the students are requested to mute yourself, don't share your screen, don't share your videos. Kindly follow all the instructions. We will start the session within 5 minutes. Many of student participants are right now joining. Nagdev sir, just hide that button on your screen. Shall we start, Lamkane sir, or wait for a few seconds?
लखदिवे सर. हॅलो.
Yes, Lagdev sir. Hello, Lamkane sir. Hello. Kindly unmute Lagdive sir.
हॅलो.
Lamkane sir. Lagdive सरांना अनम्यूट करा.
नाही, इकडून होत नाही, सरांना तिकडूनच करावं लागेल.
ओके, झालं का आता बघा? हॅलो.
Yes, yes, sir.
हो हो
Okay,
हो
we'll
हो,
proceed,
येतो
sir.
सर आवाज. हा.
ओके ओके ओके.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sinhagad Institute's Solapur campus, I welcome you all for this webinar series, Day 4. Today, we have a guest of honor and our eminent personality speaker, Professor Hemanta Nyaneshwar Lagdive, is with us. He has completed his graduation in mechanical engineering. He is having teaching experience of more than 20 years. He has published near about 7 papers at international journal and conferences. He has also worked at Mumbai University for 8 years. His areas of interest are personality development, metallurgy, operation research. So, sir is having very vast academic and teaching experience. So, this session will be very fruitful for all of us. So, I'm requesting Professor H.D. Lagdive to start your session. Lagdive, sir.
Yes,
Please.
good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Sir, start your presentation, sir.
start your presentation. Where is the presentation? Okay.
Open your
Yes, yes, yes.
yes, sir. Yes.
Now hide that tab, sir.
Hide. Okay. 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 Very good morning to one and all. Am I audible?
All the participants are once again requested. Don't share. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Please proceed, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Honkaras, sir. So I thank Professor Honkaras for introducing me for this webinar on importance of communication skills in career. Basically, this webinar or the topic will deal with from the perspective of students' perspective. What is the importance of communication skills in the career of students and to some extent to the persons in the teaching community. So, with the grace of God, I pray to God the situation which we are facing nowadays. In this situation also, our Sinhagad Institute, NB Navle Sinhagad College of Engineering, has taken initiative to guide the students and to give some important knowledge which will be helpful for them in the further career. So with this, I will start the session, today's session. I will start with one of the quote by Swami Vivekananda. He says, talk to yourself once in a day. So please note my presentation or my language, I will try to mix the language as some of the students may be more comfortable in Marathi. काही जणांना मराठी खूप चांगलं कळत असेल, त्यांची मातृभाषा, माझी पण मराठी मातृभाषा आहे, तर थोडं काही आपण I will try to mix that wherever it is necessary, what I feel. So he says, Swami Vivekananda says, talk to yourself once in a day. एकदा तरी आपण स्वतःशी बोललं पाहिजे. Otherwise, काय होईल? Otherwise, you may miss meeting an excellent person in this world. This was told by Swami Vivekananda. So the meaning of this, what I have understood, that is, it is the case of interpersonal communication. Communication comes here, interpersonal. This is the communication when you are talking with yourself or within oneself when you are talking. I hope when you are talking with yourself, you will find somewhere I'm having some weaknesses. In some of the areas, I may be very strong. That can be known. And as it is told by Swami Vivekananda, I hope this is very important for all of us. Why it is important? It is a fact that we cannot imagine life without communication. Right now also, I am communicating with you. Are you getting it or not? That is depending upon the noise which is generated. noise which is created, or there can be some technical issues, technical problems, as we are in a pandemic situation. Therefore, communication.
Sir, please switch to full screen mode, sir.
Full screen mode. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please.
So this communication process is a continuous process, and it is a lifelong process. How it is lifelong? We come across. We used to communicate right from when we wake up in the morning till we go to the bed. जेव्हा आपण सकाळी उठतोय तेव्हापासून आपलं कम्युनिकेशन स्टार्ट होतं, and when we go to the bed it may finish. That is communication, lifelong process, or we can say it is an ongoing process. It is a dynamic process. It is an ever changing process. That is communication. So further, my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now here we observe some teacher or some trainer we may observe, and some people are sitting over there. They are listening to the speaker, or we may call it as the person is a teacher and he is sharing his knowledge, experience with his students, or maybe to his colleague if he is a manager. So what is communication? We have seen people used to speak, or we may say people talk, people listen, people hear, people write, people watch, people see. All these are, this is the importance of communication. That means we are doing this in our day-to-day life. Right now also I am communicating with you. So communication is a process. Basically, I will try to share my experiences. Whatever experience I'm having, I will try to share my experiences with you. Nothing else. Whatever little bit of experience I'm having, that I will try to share. People spend a great deal of their time communicating in some way with others. I am communicating with you. This is the type of communication that one is communicating with many people. Those who are sitting in their homes, those who are sitting in their positions, and I am also sitting in my home and communicating with you. This is one type of communication, that is mass communication. Mass communication. So within oneself, as Swami Vivekananda said. Now let us go for why we are going to communicate, why we are communicating with each other, why I am communicating with you. There should be some purpose of this communication. So there are some three purposes of this communication. The first and foremost purpose of communication is to inform, or we can say an appeal to mind. That means I am appealing to your mind. For example, the best example of this purpose of communication to inform is education. Right now also we are doing. I am appealing to your mind. This is first and foremost purpose of communication. Second purpose of communication is an appeal to soul. Appeal to soul or appeal to emotions. I am appealing to your emotions. And the third and most important, which we come across, this one, is to entertain. I hope we watch the movies. We watch the entertainment programs on televisions. Maybe right now or in nowadays, we go for social medias for having some entertainment. So that is again one of the purpose of the communication, right? So this is about communication. So we have understood what is communication, what is purpose of communication, and what is significance of communication. Now, as far as today's session is concerned, these are the 4 points I will try to I will try to elaborate. What does it mean? Just now I told what does it mean about communication. What are the types of communications? The next one is some key skills are required for effective communication. Some skills one must have. We are human beings and we know by gift of nature, by gift of God, we used to communicate. What are the important skills required for this? That we will go for. And last but not the least, importance of communication in the life of student or career of the student, that we will try to elaborate. So next one, communication process. What is this communication process? It is a process by which two or more people exchange their ideas, opinions, feelings and expressions in a way that each gain a common understanding of the message being communicated. Now here on your screen, we observe there is one sender and one receiver is there. Right now we can say the best example. Right now we are talking with each other, communicating with each other. I am the sender and you are on the receiving party or receiving end. Now something is created in my mind. I am thinking something. That thinking. Now, as far as this process is concerned, we are observing there are 5 ingredients of this communication. First ingredient is your sender. Second ingredient is your message. Third most important ingredient, that is you people, that is receiving party, receiver. Fourth most important ingredient, which will distract this whole process, which can become a barrier to this communication, which will disturb everything here, that is your noise. Fourth one. And some response from your side as your receiver one, some response from your side, that is the fifth ingredient of this communication, is the feedback. Unless and until some feedback the sender is not getting, this process will never complete, because this is a cyclic process. If you observe very carefully, it is a cyclic process. So this cycle should be completed. Unless and until this cycle is not completed, then there will be ambiguities or message may not be very clear, which can be understood by the receiver. And the purpose of communication we have seen, to inform, to appeal, or to entertain. If the receiving party doesn't understand what the sender is interested to tell, then this process will be incomplete process. Unless and until receiver understands that, then only this process will be complete one. So same thing we will see in the next slide. This is somewhat elaborated one. Now there are 2 persons. Whether screen is visible, sir? Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So there are 2 persons we observe. Towards left hand side, maybe me, that is sender. Towards right hand side, maybe you as a receiver. Now some interpretation I am doing, or some thinking is there in my mind, which I thought, which I am thinking. What I mean to say, मला काय सांगायचंय तुम्हाला, ते मी अगोदर माझ्या माइंडमध्ये मी थिंक करतोय. आय एम थिंकिंग, मी विचार करतोय. आणि ते विचार जे आहेत, देन आय एम एनकोडिंग दॅट थॉट्स. ते जे विचार आहेत, आय एम ट्राईंग टू एनकोड दॅट थॉट्स इन ए प्रॉपर फॉर्म. कुठला फॉर्म आहे तो? दॅट इज द मेसेज. दॅट इज द मेसेज आय एम गिविंग, that I am sending to you. Now once I send the message, then your mind we'll try to decode that in your own fashion. प्रत्येकाची स्टाईल वेगळी आहे बघा. प्रत्येकाचं कम्युनिकेशन करण्याची पद्धत वेगळी आहे. प्रत्येकाची अंडरस्टँडिंग करण्याची पद्धत वेगळी आहे. माझी जशी असेल तशी तुमची असायलाच पाहिजे असं काही नाही आहे. बिकॉज वी आर ह्युमन बीइंग्स, राईट? यू आर डिकोडिंग what I mean to say, and then you will try to understand. That is decoding part. Then something from your side, that is receiving party or receiver पण काय करतोय? Receiver is also encoding that and trying to give some feedback message, or we can call it as just feedback. तो काहीतरी फीडबॅक देतोय सेंडरला की सर, we have not understood, or sir, we have understood each and everything. Now this how he is doing. If you are sitting in a class, if you are giving some lecture to the students, this is for teaching community, teachers, my colleagues. When you are talking to students in a class, nowadays it is not possible, but we can imagine when we used to teach in class, we used to see the faces of the students, and from their facial expressions we conclude there that whether they have understood or not. Some emotions we may find on the faces of the students. That is nothing but this communication. I hope I have tried to elaborate this process of communication, how actually encoding takes place, decoding takes place, and then encoding in the mind of receiver, and then decoding, how the feedback. Unless and until this loop is completed, we can't say communication is a fruitful one. Communication is the complete one. No, we can't go for that, right? Then what does it mean? We have already discussed. What is communication? It is an act by which one gives or receives the information. This we have seen. Now there are two ways. Some of the times we go for intentional communication. We want to inform. Some of the times that communication may be unintentional, just to speak, just to listen, just to hear, we go for. That is unintentional communication. This can be achieved using a variety of modes. There are various modes of communication, types of communication. We can see later on, right? Types of communication. There are certain types. Here there are, we may observe on the screen, there are 4 types. Basically, we can say it as 3 types. First one is written communication. Second one is verbal communication. Third one is non-verbal. And last part is listening. One may say listening can be a type of communication. Yes, listening is very important. I hope you are listening me right now. Please try to remember the difference in hearing and listening. In hearing, most of the times, students used to hear in the class. Hearing says you are hearing from one ear and leaving from the other. Nothing gets penetrated. And unless and until nothing gets penetrated, there is no question of feedback. You will never get feedback when the receiver is just hearing. Therefore, I have made one statement here. I hope you are listening me. That means you are supposed to give some feedback in the chat box at least, that are you getting or not, right? So the first type of communication is your written communication. It's most important type of communication, written communication. As far as students are concerned, now I have given some examples of written communication. Students used to write application forms, application for leave, and they are unable to write a few sentences in a correct manner. So there we may say he or she is poor in written communication. So we should be very perfect in writing application as far as students are concerned. Then preparation of CV, curriculum vitae, most important document as far as freshers are concerned, as far as students are concerned. Then cover letters. We used to write the letters, write a written type of communication. Written handouts, written communication. Transferences, written type of communication. Reports, written communication. Pamphlets. We used to distribute the pamphlets. Please unmute. Please unmute. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Shall I proceed?
Please, sir.
Yes. Then the next one is verbal communication. Most important, verbal communication. We observe some pictures here. One is verbally communicating with, in the leftmost picture, we observe one gentleman and one lady. They are communicating verbally. Verbal communication. So what is verbal communication? We can say an individual has to interact with other member or other members of the society throughout the life. That is very important communication. Yes, that is verbal communication. In the second picture, we observe somebody is presenting. Somebody is presenting. The teacher is presenting to the students. He is teaching something. That means it can be a mass communication type. Then in some other pictures, we observe they are communicating in either of the ways, verbal communication. Chatting is done. Yes, verbal communication. For this verbal communication, what is needed, that we will see later on. Yes. What are the techniques for this verbal communication? Kutla techniques are so that we can be perfect in verbal communication, because verbal communication is most important, no doubt. For that, you must know your audience first, to whom you are talking. I hope right now I'm having a mixed audience. Some of my colleagues are there, those who are attending this session. Some more students are there. Some my authorities are there. Yes, to whom I am talking. Know your audience first, their level of understanding. Now, as I am having a mixed audience, level of understanding of each and every one is a different one. I hope you will agree with my statement. Level of understanding of students is a different. Level of audience of the authority is a different, and colleague is a different. Yes. So you must know your audience before going for any presentation. This is for students. Verbal communication. When you go for presenting, that we will discuss it later on. But these are few points. Be prepared. I hope I have prepared something for you, which I am sharing right now. Be prepared. You must practice your presentation. You must practice the presentation before delivering. Now, one thing is observed in case of students' presentations, that they used to read the presentation. Don't read the presentation. That is about technique for verbal communication. Then you must be very fluent. Be fluent. Why fluency is required? Fluency is the most important parameter for effective communication. You should have command over the language in which you are talking. I'm talking right now in English. Yes, I have tried my level best to make it fluent. Yes, fluent language. And be positive. This is most important technique. Be positive. Make it clear that you are knowledgeable and, most importantly, enthusiastic about your subject. In the introduction itself, the organizing member has introduced me about that regarding my areas of interest. So my area of interest is personality development, and in that personality development, this is most important area, that is communication skills. So be positive. You must be enthusiastic. I hope you are getting me. Okay. Now the second type, or the third type, sorry. third type of communication is non-verbal communication. So, before going in details about non-verbal, let me elaborate. More than 3/4 of our time is consumed in non-verbal communication only. 3/4 म्हणजे 75% जास्त वेळ आपला ह्या नॉन व्हर्बल कम्युनिकेशन मध्ये जात असतो. आपण कळत नकळत हे नॉन व्हर्बल कम्युनिकेशन करत असतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, what it includes postures, eye to eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, and appearance. How you appear there, most important part, right? Now, coming to the facial expressions. What are the facial expressions? It includes emotions of human beings. These emotions can be seen by looking at the face. आपण त्या व्यक्तीचा चेहरा जर बघितला तर आपल्याला हे कळू शकते की त्या चेहऱ्यावर कुठले इमोशन्स आहेत. अँड वी शुड ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड हिज or her emotions. Most important, that is facial expressions plays a vital role in non-verbal communication. I hope those who are teachers like me, they might have came across these facial expressions when delivering the sessions. आपण जेव्हा बोलतोय, आत्ताची सिच्युएशन अशी आहे की मला तुम्ही दिसत नाही आहेत, राईट? सो फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन्स आय कांट नोट इट डाऊन and act accordingly. Sorry for that. Yes. So these are some of the facial expressions of non-verbal communication. I hope you're observing some 8 pictures, 8 photographs. Is it visible to each and every one?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. So we observe here some moods of human beings. The first we observe, the person is angry. रागात आहे खूप. Some fear is there, some happiness we can observe, some sadness is there, some surprise, and some neutral facial expressions we observe. These are the ways, we can say, these are the facial expressions we come across in our day-to-day life. रोज आपण ह्याच्या अक्रॉस येत आहे. अँड अकॉर्डिंगली वी चेंज अवर ॲटिट्यूड. Yes, please. Anybody?
What is the second facial expression represent?
Yes, I will answer that at the end, right? At the end I will answer. Contempt is there. That I will answer. Okay? Yes, please. Yes. In the last, question and answer will be there. Let me finish my presentation. Then we will go for that, right? Eye to eye contact is most important as far as non-verbal communication is concerned. Non-verbal. So let us go for the next. These are some of the body languages we come across, or our body language. We can say this has been elaborated by one word, that is people. People says, first P represents postures and gestures. How do you use hand gestures? Most important. Some of the times we may go for more hand gestures. Yes, unnecessarily, which is not required. कधी ते आपण फार आपले hand movements, that is the habit of that particular person, maybe. Then second is eye contact. Now you might have observed, when the person is not having the confidence, when the person is not having contents, then he will try to avoid eye to eye contact. He will see somewhere else and giving the presentation, reflection of confidence. So dear students, when you go for presenting something, you try to make eye to eye contact with the examiner, with your colleagues, so that it will be more very good presentation we can see. Then orientation is there. How do you position yourself? Orientation. How do you stand there? Orientation. Are you moving in the class? Matters a lot. Position yourself. How you stand there matters a lot. Yes, so many things are there. That much time we may not have to elaborate. I will try. I will try my level best. Then the fourth one is a presentation. How do you deliver your message? In what language you are delivering? What language you use for the presentation? Let us say I am delivering in the language that is English, and the receiving, as English is a no doubt, it is a universal language which we have accepted. But some of the times it is quite possible that somebody may not understand it properly. So we should try to use their language, yes, in which he or she can understand, so that our message can be properly delivered to the receiver, right? The next one is looks. How you look. Are your looks, appearance, dress important? Question mark. So I would say look is very important. Right from your hair to toe, that matters nowadays. At least whatever knowledge you're having, no doubt it is must. But how you look, that also matters. How is your appearance? How is your dress? If somebody is wearing that the t-shirt and Bermuda and going for interviews, going for presentations by wearing sleepers, chappals, doesn't look good, doesn't make very good impression on the receiver party or on the examiner or on the interviewer. So nowadays this matters a lot. As I was talking about hair, you must comb your hairs properly before going for a presentation. That means this comes under your body language. Body language. Expressions of emotions. Now, some of the times we get frustrated during presentation. So that facial expressions, when you are getting frustrated, no doubt somewhere contents are, maybe you may have less contents, quite possible. Yes, but you should try to control that expressions, or to control the emotions which are there, right? There are some more, but I have tried to collect few of these for our session. Now, communication, this is a series of expressions, we can say: hearing, taste, touch, and smell. These are the few of the series of experiences we come across. With these experiences, we try to communicate, or we try to give some feedback to the sender. I hope it is clear. Then most common ways of communication. Which are the most common ways? No doubt written communication, written words plays a vital role in communication. Written words, what we write, whether it has a meaning or not, that matters a lot. Spoken words, how we speak, matters a lot. Visual images, are we able to understand that visual images? Body language, whether our body language is appropriate, that also matters. These are the few ways of communication. Now, certain types of communication we can go for as far as industries are concerned, or as far as any of the organization is concerned. We find there are certain three types we can elaborate based on how or to whom we are delivering the message, how we are communicating, or it depends upon the levels in the organization. Hello. So first one.
Yes, sir.
Somebody was there. Okay. Vertical communication. This is first and foremost. In this, again, there are two types. One is downward communication, and one is upward type of communication. Here we are observing that downward communication is the one. It flows from people at higher level to those at some lower level in the organization. That means managers are communicating with the supervisors. Here, superiors are nothing but the managers. These are communicating with subordinates. Downward type of communication. Now, the media used in this downward communication can be instructions. Some instructions superiors used to give to subordinates. Some speeches, some meetings. In meetings also we go for such type of communication. Even in loudspeakers, when we go for communicating, we can have the media as far as loudspeakers are concerned. Some examples of this vertical communication are memorandums. Somebody is not doing his level best. Memos will be issued, memorandums. Letters will be issued. Some pamphlets, vertical downward communication as far as written communication is concerned. Then the second one is upward communication. In upward communication, how is the flow? It flows from the persons at lower levels to the persons at higher level in the organization. As far as industries are concerned, as far as any of the organization is concerned. So what are the examples of this upward communication? We can say suggestion system can be the best example of upward communication. Suggestions put forth by subordinates to superiors. Then grievance system, grievances can be the upward type of communication. I hope you are getting my point. Then the next one is horizontal communication. How is the flow here? This horizontal communication includes horizontal flow of information among people on the same level. People on the same level. That means here we can observe the two managers are communicating with each other. So in between these, that is horizontal communication takes place. Horizontal flow of information among people on the same level can be horizontal communication. Then one more is there, that is diagonal communication. Now, diagonal communication, in the diagonal flow of communication among the persons, this is a communication among the persons at different levels. These are at different levels and who have no direct reporting relationship with one another. That means the person from one department, as far as organization is concerned, communicating with the manager of other department can be called as diagonal communication. Yes, to resolve some problems, we can say that is your diagonal communication, we can say. Now, importance of communication skills, as far as students are concerned or as far as anybody is concerned. As far as freshers are concerned, this is very important skill we require in case of group discussions. This is the second step which is coming in the placement sessions. That is after your aptitude test, group discussions. How you talk, how you behave in a group matters a lot in case of group discussions. So in group discussions, if you're having very good communication skills, if you're having very good soft skills, then we can go to the next level very easily. That is your personal interviews. In personal interviews also, communication skills plays a vital role. I have seen some of the students that when a question is asked, and if the student doesn't know the answer of that question, then he used to give some other answer, right? So in personal interviews, you must listen very carefully. You should not hear here. Hearing is not expected, but listening is expected. I hope you are getting the difference in hearing and listening. Again, I repeat, I hope you are hearing me. Yes? Okay. Then this importance, communication skills are important in effective presentations. Effective presentations. Maybe we have to come across, you have to come across seminars, you have to deliver seminar, synopsis presentations, orals, project vivas. Then in these, effective presentation matters. And the backbone of effective presentation is your communication skills. We can say it is just like oxygen without which we can't survive. Just like oxygen. Oxygen is too important for human beings to survive. It is just like communication skill is oxygen. Then certain tips to improve communication skills. First tip is improve your language. Nowadays, it is expected that we should able to speak in English language. We should have command over that language. That is needed. So we can work on, if this is our weakness, this is your weakness, then you can go for improving your language. Then second one is improve your pronunciation. This plays a vital role. Pronunciation, how you pronounce, whether due to your pronunciation, the meaning of that word or expressions you mean to say, whether these are delivered there, these are understood or not, that can be known by pronunciation. Work on your voice modulation. Somewhere I have to give stress, somewhere I have to be very slow. Voice modulation is to be done. Right now also, I'm making modulation in my voice to make it more comfortable to understand. You must work on body language also. Your body language plays a vital role. Yes, we have discussed about this body language in earlier slides. Read more. You must read more. Then only your contents will be there. Quality contents will be there. Then at the same time, nowadays this is not observed in students. Listen more. They are not listening. They are not listening to the teachers, and they are not reading also. Reading habit is also gone nowadays, or this is diminishing day by day. एक कमी कमी होत चालली ती वाचनाची आवड. एक in Marathi one saying is there, वाचाल तर वाचाल. तर वाचलं तरच आपण वाचणार आहे या जगात, नाहीतर ते अवघड आहे. रीड मोर. दॅट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ रीड मोर टू इम्प्रूव्ह आवर कम्युनिकेशन. Once you have contents, you can be more confident, and that will be reflected on your face. Another tips are interact with qualitative people, those who are having very good communication skills. Don't shy to interact with such people. Yes, don't shy. Then only your communication will be improved. Practice meditation and good thoughts. Meditation plays a vital role. We should be calm and quiet while presenting. Right? Meditation plays a vital role. Good thoughts. Practice good thoughts so that these will be helpful for your presentation, for your communication skills. Another one is think and speak. I hope my slide is visible and I am audible. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You must think and speak. Nowadays, what is observed, as far as students are concerned, they are not thinking properly. You must think twice before speaking. बोलायच्या आधी आपण थोडं दोनदा नाही तीनदा विचार करावा आणि नंतर आपण बोलावं. Think and speak to improve your communication skills. Another one is do not speak too fast, or you should not be too slow also. Otherwise it will lead to boredom. ते बोर होणार. जे लिसनर्स आहेत, जे रिसिव्हिंग पार्टी आहे, बोर होणार ते. यूज अ सिम्पल vocabulary. Now this is very important. Simple vocabulary. Don't use jargons, complicated words whose meaning is not known to the audience. You should try to keep your presentation, keep it simple and short. short presentation. I hope I am also coming to the conclusion of this session. Yes. Look presentable and confident. This is also very important skill we require for our improvement of communication skills. So these are the few tips which I think these are important. There may be some more tips. We can go for collecting these tips, and we can go for implementing these to improve our communication. For that, one has to go for making a SWOT analysis. What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? That I should know, as Vivekananda told in the initial, or I have taken that from the quote of Vivekananda. That means, let us conclude now. Only one or two slides. I conclude here that good communication skills are the key to success. As far as students are concerned, if you want to get a very good job, very good package, definitely. If you are having very good communication skills, whatever may be the competition, whatever may be the number of students appearing for that campus drives, I hope you will lead in that, and you will have the offer letter with you in your hands before leaving any of the organization or any of the college, as far as the communication is concerned, as far as getting the job is concerned. So good communications are the key to success. Let us move ahead. Nelson Mandela says, he told, now this is very good what I found. Please concentrate, then only we can understand. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, if you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head, ते डोक्यापर्यंत जाईल. पण काय हो, if you talk to him in his language means, that's why I told you must know your audience. So this is in concern with audience, to what audience you are talking with, that matters. So same thing told by Nelson Mandela sir. If you talk to him or her in his or her language, that goes to his heart, and that is our intention as far as communication is concerned. If it goes to the heart, definitely I hope he or she has listened it properly. Now, there are certain barriers to this communication which I have not included in the presentation, in the slides. That is, one is lack of planning. It is one of the lack of planning. If we doesn't plan it properly, that may become a barrier to effective communication. The second barrier can be poorly expressed message. Poorly expressed message want to say something and you are expressing it in some other way, that can be poorly expressed message, and that may lead to improper communication. Different languages, cultures, etiquettes may be the barriers for communication. As I told, right now I am speaking in English, and somebody may be there from Kannada region. He only understands Kannada, then it is difficult. I can't speak Kannada, therefore, different languages. Loss by transmission and poor retention. Loss by transmission, poor retention may be barrier for effective communication. One more is there, poor listening. Poor listening can be the barrier for effective communication, what I feel. These are few of the barriers I have collected, and that's what I thought. Let me share that also. Therefore, the quality of your communication is the quality of your life. Somebody says like that, quality of your communication is the quality of your life. I hope everyone will be agree with this statement. Yes. So with this organizers, so thank you for patient listening. I hope you have listened this presentation very carefully. And one doubt which was asked by somebody, that is regarding the contempt. Yes, if that receiver is there. Yes. So, as far as my knowledge goes, contempt is the feeling that someone or something is worthless. Worthless. त्याला म्हणायचं contempt. I hope I have answered that question, right? So, organizers, from my side, I have completed the presentation. Hunkar sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Professor Lagdive, sir. The way of your presentation, your pace, your voice, it's just like one kind of a technical spiritual experience for all of us. So all are agree with this, I think. It was a very wonderful and fruitful experience for all of us to listen your knowledge on communication skill. Definitely, we all trying and think on the things which you elaborated in your presentation. I'm very much thankful from the organizer side, Professor Lagdive sir. I'm also thankful to HOD Mechanical, Professor A.K. Sheikh, the principal, Dr. Shankar Navle sir, Sinhagad Institutes, for giving us a proper platform and opportunity for organizing such kind of a fruitful workshop.
Sir,
So I declare.
just a minute, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just last one a few seconds I need. So this is the first time I was talking on communication.
Yes, sir.
Let me share my experience. I am not expert in communication, but this
Yes,
is
sir.
this is the opportunity given by NB Navle Sinhagad College of Engineering, our HOD sir, Professor A.K. Sheikh, and our beloved principal, Dr. S.D. Navle sir. They have motivated me to give such presentation. So I am thankful to organizing committee, Professor Rahul Honkar sir, Professor S.H. Lamkane sir, HOD Mechanical, and principal of our institute. Thank you all for this one. Thank you.
Thank you. So again, if anyone want to some questions to Professor Lagdive, please you can ask all the participants.
Any doubts?
If no any kind of a question, then we'll proceed for the next. Okay, so I declare here the today's session is over. Now there is one announcement for tomorrow's very important session on training and placement. Again, we have one of the major and eminent personality from Department of Mechanical Engineering, Professor Avinash Lavnis sir. He will be dealing with a webinar on training and placement and the different career opportunities. So don't miss the tomorrow's the last final day webinar session. So here you can leave. Here we stop today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Lamkane, sir.
Lamkane, sir.
Are you there, Lamkane, sir? Others can leave this meeting.
आएगी.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Lamkane, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Shall I leave now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
2 मिनिट. हॅलो.
हा, सर.
तुम्ही जे सांगितलेले गेस्ट बहुतेक आता जॉईन झालेत.
अरे बर.
तुम्हाला काय मग बघा.
Okay.
Okay. On behalf of NB Navle Sinhagad College of Engineering, I welcome you, Dr. Sunil Mani sir from College of Engineering Pune, who is a guest for today's particular webinar. I welcome sir. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dr. Mane sir.
Yeah, sir. Yes,
I am very privileged. I am very privileged to see you. Yes.
No, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Please
Hello,
go
sir.
ahead.
Hello, sir. हाँ, Dr. Mane, sir.
A minute. Yes,
Are
sir.
you?
Yeah, I am listening.
Actually, the session was from 9:45 to 10:45.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Therefore,
Yeah.
the session is just now over.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Then that's okay, sir. That's
Okay.
okay. There might be some recordings available,
Yes,
right?
sir. We
Yeah.
have recording. We will send you, sir, on your email ID.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining and motivating us, sir.
Yeah, sure. All the best.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, all the
Thank
best.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Navneet, sir. हॅलो.
येस सर.
हो, काय एकदम भारी झाली की सरांचं सेशन.
हा मग काय
गेले का काय? सर गेले वाटतं,
गे-
लेफ्ट केले वाटतं.
गेले दमले असतील गेले ते.
हे काय आता, मी ते असं डीप मेडिटेशन मध्ये गेल्यासारखं वाटलं मला, माहिती आहे का सुरुवातीला. नाही तुम्ही भारी सांगितलं सर, एकदम
हा,
हळूवार
चांगलं.
शांतपणे.
हो चांगलं सांगितलं त्याने.
चांगलं
मस्त झालं सेशन. हो
हो, छान सर. मी लेफ्ट झालो
मला
बघा.
हा लेफ्ट झाले.
बोला की काय म्हणताय.
हा काही नाही, माझं ऍक्च्युली कालचं तुमचं मिस झालं.
हा.
काल लेक्चर होता आणि
काय
ते
झालं?
मग ते मला नंतर कळलं. मग ते तेवढे जेवढे ग्लिम्सेस बघितले त्याच्यावरनं लक्षात आलं कसं झालं ते.
नाही झालं बऱ्यापैकी, काय एवढं काय.
नाही सगळ्यांनी सांगितलं चांगलं झालं म्हणून. मस्त झालं. गुड.
हा, थँक्यू सर.
मेन हे वीकली या आठवड्यामध्ये सगळं ते वेबिनार सिरीज जी आहे ती सगळीच व्यवस्थित छान झाली. समीर सरांचं
सगळ्यांचे
पण
सेशन
छान
चांगले
झालं.
झाले.
हा समीर सरांचं पण मी अटेंड
हो.
केलं होतं. मस्त झालं त्यांचं पण. छान झालं.
नाही, पोरांना कसं आहे, काहीतरी वेगळं कंटेंट मिळालं ना सर, ते ऐकतात पोरं
हो
आणि मग ते वाढतात परत.
हो ना. आणि ते ट्रॅडिशनल
ते.
पेक्षा जरा काहीतरी प्रॅक्टिकल लेवलला जरा मिळालं की त्यांना बरं वाटतं ते.
हो ना.
हम्म.
रेकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप करा लांबकाने सर. हॅलो, लांबकाने सर.